Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final part of my Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Basics tutorial. Now in the last part, if you have forgotten, we talked about the basic combo system of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We also touched on OTG, or off the ground moves, that'll help you pretty much in combo situations. They can also be used in some other ways, and those ways we're going to talk about in this part. So for this part, the premise of this episode is tips and tricks. Some things that I don't really expect new people who are new to the game or who aren't take the game very seriously to know. So I'm going to point some of these out and show you how to do them. And if you can incorporate them into your gameplay and your playstyle, you should see a great improvement. Well, at least fighting other people of your skill level. It'll make you look like you know something. So you know a little something. So anyway, the first part, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna talk about unblockable setups. Now, what is an unblockable setup? Well, as the name implies, it's unblockable. You can't block it. How can we achieve this? Now, there are a couple moves in the game that are unblockable, such as throws, command grabs, things like that, any type of throw. There are a couple other moves that are unblockable. But how we're going to do it is we're going to use our X23 ankle slice assist, which is a low hitting assist. You can use any other low hitting assist, Sentinel Rocket Punch, Wesker Samurai Edge low shot. There are some other ones, She-Hulk Torpedo. There are a couple other ones. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to call in our X23 low assist, and we're going to attack with a move that can only block highs, such as Taskmaster Mighty Swing. I'm going to use Mighty Swing and call in the ankle slice at the same time. And what that'll do is it'll create an unblockable, which Chun-Li cannot block both moves at the same time. Which I think I put her on all blocks, so technically she can block both of those at the same time, which would be impossible if we were a regular player. So I think that's where I messed up. I put it on all block, which I should have just put it on either high or low block, and she would have got hit either way. So I was messing around trying to show that she's blocking pretty much everything, and then she can't block this unblockable setup. But trust me, Chun-Li, the all block setting is not it's not what humans do. If you throw out a low and a high, they're gonna get hit with both of them. So basically that's the general understanding of unblockable setup. You call in a low assist, you do a high attack, they get hit by one, you combo like you would normally. Now the next thing we're about to get into here is a very, 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 very useful tactic. It's called wave dashing. Now, how do you execute a wave dash? Now, all characters cannot execute a wave dash. Characters such as Hulk cannot do it. I'm trying to think of some other characters off the top of my head. Hulk can't. I don't think Beautiful no, I don't know. I know there are a couple characters that can't wave dash. Now, after I'm done showing off the actual unblockable setup, we're going to get into wave dashing. Now, it's going to take some time to explain. Now, wave dashing it's when you dash, you hit two attack buttons. I usually just use light and medium. And you cancel those two with that dash animation. You cancel it with a directional input. So for instance, during your dash you hit you can hit, preferably I hit down if I'm going forward, and I hit the opposite direction, like back, if I'm going the opposite way. But usually I'm wave dashing forward, so I use down. That's what I'm used to from playing Marvel 2, even though I hate that game, but we're not here to talk about Marvel 2. And essentially you're canceling the dash animation into another dash animation. So normally your character would dash, they have to finish their whole animation, and then you could dash again. Well, this, you're able to dash multiple times and literally get full screen in like a second. You know, you're able to go full screen, even on characters that, you know, dashes, you know, kind of suck. Such as like a character like, I think Ryu, that Ryu has a pretty bad forward dash, but you can wave dash and he can get in there, you know, very quickly. So essentially what you would do is, if you're following along, which, you know, you should be if you're trying to, you know, learn something, but you hit 2 attack buttons. I use light and medium, and then you hit down, and then you hit you continue the process. You hit your 2 attack buttons, so you hit light and medium at the same time, hit down, hit light and medium at the same time, hit down, hit light and medium at the same time, hit down, and it causes your character to dash very fast. As you can see, I'm dashing all over the place, and occasionally I slip up and just get medium instead of both of them at the same time. But you can see I'm dashing all over the place, and I'm moving very fast. You can get full screen very quickly if you have a character, your opponent trying to, I don't know, is above you, and you want to get to where he is, or he keeps moving across the screen, you know, playing some keep away, jumping away. You can wave dash right to him and get to him very quickly. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is pretty much the equivalent to wave dashing, except with any character that has flight mode. That's why I have Magneto here. You know, he is able to use flight. So any character that has flight, I'm pretty sure this pertains to them. Except for MODOK. I don't think MODOK can do this. But this is pretty much what's called flight plinking. What flight plinking is essentially the same thing. It's wave dashing with flight. So you do pretty much the same thing as you would